Next on Worcester News tonight, a special day for a special boy. The Boston Bruins fist bump kid taking his talents to a new team here in the city. Plus, a rare kitten duo discovered in Worcester. We'll tell you why they're beating the odds. The risk for West Nile virus in Worcester is on the rise. Good evening, I'm Anna Botari. It comes after mosquitoes have been testing positive for the virus. The Massachusetts Department of Public Health raises the West Nile virus risk level in the city to moderate. Worcester's DPH and Department of Inspectional Services are working with the Central Massachusetts Mosquito Control Project to spray areas in the city July 24th. Days after a Weymouth police officer is killed in the line of duty, Massachusetts police chiefs are weighing in on supporting the death penalty for anyone who kills a police officer. Some say they're hopeful the conversation around capital punishment begins because something needs to be done to protect officers. Our Brittany Schaefer has the story.
Once again, law enforcement has been rocked to its core.
The murder of a Weymouth police sergeant is again sparking talk of making killing a police officer punishable by the death penalty.
It is something that's on the radar, and I'm sure will be part of the discussion. I don't think anything will be taking place most likely before the end of this legislative session in a couple of weeks, but it is definitely one of the things that's a topic of discussion for the future.
Massachusetts Chiefs of Police Association President and Dudley Chief Stephen Weiner says in the wake of multiple recent tragedies, it needs to be taken into consideration.
Death penalty certainly is always going to be controversial, but I think the way that we felt, if you're looking at it and actually considering it, you'd want to have it under very rare and certainly special circumstances. And definitely anyone who's willing to kill a police officer fits into that category.
When it happens, the question always lingers, why not me? We need to do something to protect our police officers, and it has to be done fairly soon.
Leicester Police Chief James Hurley says the recent killings are all too familiar. He says he has lost several friends in blue, including Ronald Tarantino Jr., who worked in Leicester for 7 years.
I said it when Bob Mortell, the chief in Paxton, was killed. I've said it when other police officers have been killed. I'll say it for Ron Tarantino. Ron was a friend of mine. He was a colleague of ours. I would support the death penalty for that individual.
Weiner says every police department feels an emotional loss after one of their own is murdered, and something needs to change soon.
It highlights the emphasis of the dangers that officers face on a daily basis. We hope to kind of have these things done to a situation where we can deal with these violent offenders that are out there on the street, deal with them harshly.
Now again, Weiner says this won't be an option during this legislative session, but he expects it to be a big discussion soon. Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.
As expected, a large turnout for Sergeant Michael Chesna's wake Thursday. He was shot and killed while responding to a suspect leaving the scene of a vehicle crash. That suspect also took the life of 77-year-old Vera Adams, who was shot and killed inside of her home. Catherine Sotnick has the story.
Thousands of police officers and first responders from near and far lined the street in front of St. Mary's Church in Hanover, filing in a single line to say goodbye to Weymouth Police Sergeant Michael Chesna after he was shot and killed in the line of duty on Sunday.
It doesn't matter where you come from, it doesn't matter where you work, we're all the same, we're all blue.
Similar to a parent, you worry about the officers that work with you, that are out on the street every day, just like you would your own children.
Sergeant Chesna was a combat veteran, a husband and dad of 2 young children, those children on everyone's minds.
It breaks my heart, and I feel terrible for Mrs. Chesna and her family and the children that will never see their dad again.
Earlier Thursday, firefighters could also be seen saluting the casket as it was escorted to the church in Hanover where Chesna lived with his family.
It's overwhelming right now for them.
In addition to the first responders, one of the mourners showing support, this woman. Her husband Alan was shot and killed along with his partner in Springfield back in 1985.
I ask the public to please pray for our officers, to please respect our officers, and to please teach our children to respect our officers.
And as night fell, the line of friends and community members saying goodbye grew to the hundreds. Patriots owner Robert Kraft, one of the people who stopped by the wake, and a touching tribute to the 47-year-old who was a big Boston sports fan.
It's great seeing everybody out here, everybody paying respects, and we're more than happy to be a part of this, even though it's such a sad situation.
That was Catherine Sotnick reporting. The cost of renting a car in Massachusetts may increase soon, but it's for an important cause. Wednesday night, the state Senate approved a bill which would add a $2 surcharge when renting a car to support police officer training. The House previously approved the bill, and it now moves to Governor Charlie Baker. Currently, fire departments have a similar surcharge through homeowners insurance policy. The president of the Massachusetts Chiefs of Police Association says this will solve a long-running issue within Massachusetts, and it will double the current funding police municipalities receive. A group of high school students get a first-hand look at what police officers can experience on a daily basis. The Millbury Police Department is in its 4th year of their youth academy. Officers say it's a great way to build relationships with the community. Our Rosalind Flaherty got to experience some of the drills today and has the story.
Millbury's Youth Police Academy is introduced to firearms.
They use the Glock, revolver, rifle, and whoever wants to do the shotgun, we'll show them the shotgun.
This week, 17 high school students are getting one-on-one training on what it's like to be a police officer.
It was scary because the guns are bigger than I am, but it's a lot of fun.
Firearm safety is what we try to preach here. How to check and see if firearms loaded or unloaded. Firearm safety, range safety is the most important thing.
Thursday, the young recruits spent time target training at the department's range. Officers Keith Gasco and Nicole Oliveri have run the program for the last 4 years.
It opens up in case in the event they want to get into this kind of, profession.
They want to come here, they see the stuff that we do, the stuff that we go through. I think this stuff right here is definitely going to be a hook.
Wednesday, the students got to see a mock crime scene at Becker College, where they were investigating a murder.
Try to figure out what happened, and then they will actually analyze the evidence. They'll look at the blood, collect blood samples, they'll look for fingerprints.
Many of the kids say, although they are still young, what they've learned has gotten them interested in the profession.
Cool to see what police officers can walk into to see and how they'll have to deal with it.
Learn about how things are working on a crime scene, a live crime scene, so it's a good experience.
And officers say the week also builds a relationship between police and the youth.
Getting to them at a young age and developing a rapport with the kids is very big.
Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
12-year-old Liam Fitzgerald went viral last year when he was videotaped fist-bumping players from the Boston Bruins. The Northborough resident has been in a battle with leukemia most of his life, but Thursday he was recruited as a player for one of the city's college basketball teams. Our Cam Jandro joins us now live with more. Cam?
Anna, Team Impact aims to increase the quality of life for kids suffering from chronic illnesses or they're severely sick. Liam is somewhat of a celebrity in these parts, and he was here in Worcester today and had yet another special moment.
Famous for his fist bumps, 12-year-old Liam Fitzgerald is now making his mark on one of the city's college basketball teams.
We typically recruit some guys that are a little bit taller. Okay, but this guy just had something special about him.
Liam was diagnosed with leukemia in 2006. He was also born with Down syndrome, and through Team Impact, he was able to become an official member of the WPI men's basketball team.
It's fun. It's fun teaching and helping and building a relationship with my little man right here. It was a fun time.
What do you guys think? Should he sign?
The 12-year-old joined hundreds of kids and took part in the school's youth basketball camp. For his mother, Christine, opportunities like Team Impact allow her son to be who he wants to be.
It brings him into places that he really enjoys being and things he can enjoy doing, and that's where you see his personality come out.
Basketball and swimming.
Liam will be both a player and coach this season for the Engineers.
He's not only been a great fit for our players, but he's been a great fit for our coaching staff.
Fist bumping and dunking his way through.
That's awesome. Now, Liam will be able to attend all games, practices, and team events for the rest of the season. Anna?
I'm going to be smiling all night. He might be the cutest thing I have ever seen. Thanks for that story, Cam. Well, a rare kitten duo is discovered in Worcester. Their coloring is said to be extremely uncommon among male cats. These 3 kittens were all born in the same litter. The female has clear markings of a tortoiseshell cat, which is a mix of orange and black fur. The 2 males appear to be orange, but when their owner took a closer look, she noticed they also have black fur and black speckled paws. According to the Animal Welfare Association, the gene which controls the orange and black fur is found predominantly in female cats. To be a male tortoiseshell cat, they must have an extra chromosome, which Animal Welfare Association says is believed to only happen to 1 in 400,000 kittens. Jen did not want to be on camera, but says when she brought the kittens to the vet today to get a checkup and shots, they could not rule it out either. The Crumpton Park pool remains closed Thursday due to flooding from Tuesday's storm. The city says more testing is required before swimmers are allowed back in. Wednesday, crews were on scene cleaning up the mess. In the meantime, aquatics programs and swimming lessons are canceled for the day. It's unclear when the pool will reopen. Worcester Public Schools has tested out a potentially new logo on a recent press release. The district says the arms representing a rising path on the road to success. The hands converge in a heart to celebrate the city's diversity. In a poll, 82% of voters say they like the new design. The logo had been used already on a few postings by the district. In a presentation, Worcester Public Schools say they're trying to seek a new brand, including the tagline, "From Here, Anywhere."